Get a picture of that shit up there.
Okay.
We're in a haunted ass room, motherfuckers. This place be haunted. Straight haunted. And we are gonna exploit the fuck out of it.
As we do. Alright, let's get all these lights off. Seance time, baby.
I don't like this being here. I don't like this. Hold on, let me take this down. Not over my head while I'm sleeping.
We've learned a thing or two over the
Not
years.
over my head while I'm sleeping.
The Palmer House. When you find yourself staying here, you'll be tucked away in the recesses of a hotel directly above the original main street in Sauk Center, Minnesota. Here you can observe the hustle and bustle of small-town life. The Palmer House was the center of Sinclair Lewis' boyhood home and the original main street of Sauk Center back in the day. It is considered a National Historic Site. The town's first hotel burned to the ground on June 26 of 1900. Modern for its day, the Palmer House was the first building in Sauk Center with electricity. Historical tours are also available here. It features live music, holiday specials, and paranormal events. Just some of the many things and exciting entertainment events that you can find at the Palmer House Hotel. The pub inside is a pleasant mix of historic, site, and contemporary retreat. The cozy fireplace is a restful spot that Sinclair Lewis might have found familiar. They even have a full-service bar that offers everything from ice cream drinks to martinis, as well as a unique selection of beers on tap and in bottles. Apparently, they're also famous for their Bloody Marys. But what brought us to the Palmer House? Well, that was the spirits of the guests who have never checked out, and the family members who never moved on. Chris Fleming, which Sadhu has been featured on his podcast, as well as Patrick Burns and Darkness Radio host David Schrader, and many other professionals from the paranormal field have stayed here, and they have conducted investigations and found an overwhelming amount of evidence. And as you'll see in the next video, which is separate from this one, I have included just a reel of footage from all of the reports people have filled out on their experiences in this hotel. There are so many reports about the little boy who haunts the hotel that they have actually turned a dedicated room into the child's room, where there are many different toys of all kinds and decor and everything to make a child comfortable and a place for them to play. This was an especially eerie room to be in, but it's not where we found the most activity, actually, which I found to be very interesting. In our room, man, we experienced some very interesting phenomena there. At one point in the night, my blankets were violently ripped off my bed. I'm laughing because I actually told the spirits to disrespect my colleague. I said disrespect his sleeping space. And, of course, it happened to me, right? Not him. So that was kind of interesting and fun and frightening all at the same time. And very much so at this point along our drive headed towards Barberton, Ohio, we were just kind of done. We were like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and banish everything that's malevolent, cross the ones that want to cross, and just wipe our hands clean of this, and let's just get some sleep because we're about to find ourselves in a demonic nest. And that's what we did. But not without getting a whole host of phenomena on camera, which was great, and the whole intention behind staying at this place to begin with. There were all manner of unsavory characters in this town as well, including a woman who approached us at the bar. We were just trying to get some food, and she walks up to me, and she says, "Yo quiero Taco Bell, I'm talking about." Ladies and gentlemen, racism is still very much so alive in this country, and especially in rural Midwestern areas. And then she proceeds to leave as we instructed her to leave us alone, and then her friend walks up. The friend is apologizing on behalf of the drunk racist mess that we dealt with. And the friend looks over at my colleague, Sifu Aman, who is Indian, not Native American. And without hesitation, she says, "I'm not ignorant. See, I know that you're Native." And this was just the most facepalm moment ever. And his reaction was great. He looks at her and he just like pure defeat in his eyes. And he says, "I was born in India." So, yeah, and then he said he just wanted to eat his sandwich. And we also experienced something very interesting at the hotel. At one point, my camera was on and it was filming, and then it immediately shut off the light on the flash, and it actually had missing footage on it when I reviewed it later. But that wasn't the most interesting part. What was disturbing and interesting all at the same time was the black shadow mass forming in the bathtub. You couldn't even see through it. I'm in the bathroom, and then inside this white empty bathtub is just a shadow filling up the entire tub, just dense. Couldn't see through it, couldn't see any light. The bathroom was getting darker and darker as the shadow was condensing and forming into the tub. And it was at that point we basically had to just go into work mode and there was some malevolent entities there that needed to be dealt with, and so we handled that at the end of the night after the whole blanket ripping off my bed issue. We were able to deduce through our own investigation and some of the phenomena that we had witnessed and captured without certainty that the Palmer House Hotel in Sauk, Minnesota is incredibly haunted. While there are some negative entities there which we had removed before leaving, there are also a whole manner of spirits that were trapped there and that wanted to stay there. We ended up crossing the ones that wanted to leave, but make no mistake about it, the Palmer House Hotel is still very much so haunted.
We started here, and we went. Now we're all the way over here near the Great Lakes. Pretty cool.
In here, after we went out to get food, some of my candy was out of my bag, and I did not pull it out of my bag.
Yummy, soft and chewy, red licorice. I wanted it. I wanted to steal it from him. I wanted to steal it from him with malice.
I would have given it to you willingly.
That's not the point. I offer it, actually, as a real offering to the spirits of this place. I actually offer something I wanted. Some food.
Can you get his pillow comfortable for him? Or like disrespect it or show him how you feel regarding his bed? Like just anything.
Anything disrespectful?
Anything disrespectful. Just to put him in his place and show him that this is the Palmer house, not the Sifu house.
Do a quick scan through so we can compare. This room is haunted as a motherfucker.
Right now. Then right when you said that, an orb shot across the screen.
Now, if you're still with us, you've probably started to notice that there's a little bit more than just orbs in this video. You'll see partially formed apparitions, and as you just heard, a demonic growl. You'll also be introduced to a Class A EVP in one of the following clips, where you will hear a voice say, "What's up?" Now, what's really interesting about this and worth noting, we ended up hearing this exact audio file in a video once we arrived in Ohio. Now, that was over 24 hours later. We had not heard or seen this video or audio before then. These malevolent and diabolical entities are capable of using technology in a similar fashion to the way we use the internet, and that they are able to convey and send messages and communicate with each other, as was seen with this instance of having an EVP of a malevolent entity saying "What's up?" in the same exact way that we heard and saw it on a recorded video at our client's house in Ohio 24 hours after this video was actually recorded.
Hey, Ghost, can you, like, play with his hair? Or, like, brush past his face? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can you...
It's playing with my hair.
Can you...
Behind my head.
Can you make him uncomfortable? Dude, you're getting lit up right now.
How many?
I've counted 4 so far.
Are they just circling me? Because that's what it feels like it is.
Yeah. Can you show how many of you? Just zoom past him, however many of you are, like, messing with him right now. And I'm talking Japanese Taoist spirits. Not Russian infiltrative forces. Question, more so understanding why all of a sudden your phone would just do that.
Because it was communicating. Yes, of course. We'll be unanswered.
Well, and what's interesting is WhatsApp. Being offered. Whoa! I heard a door slam. I'm trying to brush my teeth. I'm trying to brush.
It's a bad idea.
We paid for this. Twice. Dude Rancher. There's good phenomena at Dude Rancher, bro. This is way better.
This is way better.
I literally had a child spirit try to steal my candy. That was pretty sick.
I need to be more scared.
I love haunted paranormal trips across America. I'm so happy and fulfilled in life right now. Please orb for me. Can you orb across my friend's face? That'd be pretty funny. You'd enjoy it too. It did.
Let me know if any follow me out. Let me know if any follow me out.
Nice. I heard a voice.
I heard it too. What do you hear?
It sounded like an old man saying something.